No, we aren't. Okay.
Hello and welcome back to the 90's Mags, your podcast for all things Newcastle United, hosted by two lifelong Newcastle United supporting buddies. Myself, joined as usual by my co-host Jefferson. How you doing, my friend?
Well, isn't that quite good? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Happy to be back in the house as always, but boy, wasn't a good Sunday today. Definitely wasn't a super Sunday. How about
Yeah,
you?
boy, getting a bit of a cold, but a Sunday to forget, shall we say? Probably the least, the least, I don't know, exciting Sunday of for a long time, to be fair. But yeah, other than that, I'm alright, man. Newcastle's not going to depress me, bro. They're not going to depress me. So I've got work tomorrow. That's depressing enough. So, boy, it is what it is, man. But
Oh
don't
yeah, and
forget,
commiserations, man. I saw you guys went out against Seattle last night.
went out. We got
That was
battered, bro.
yeah, that was
Battered from minute one, from the first play of the
yeah.
game. You knew the game was over, bro. You knew the game was over. But I see the Broncos. I watched the Broncos game. Very exciting. They went through. They went through. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think we scraped it a bit.
yeah,
Good salvo in the final quarter, but yeah, a bit of a dubious call towards the end, but we'll take it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I obviously keep an eye on the Broncos because of my cousin played for them and won the Super Bowl. So that was my first introduction to NFL. To be fair, when he was playing for them, so still keep an eye for them. Hopefully, they can go all the way again. If not, I want funny enough, I want the Rams to do it, but
Wow.
it is what it is. But anyway,
See what we're doing there, people? We're like deviating because boy, Nuke just
because
ain't it right now.
otherwise this could be the shortest 90's match pod in a long time, bro. Because boy, there ain't much to talk about. But anyway, as usual, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share with your people. Send your comments in. Feel free to drop a super chat if you really want to rant today. Your super chat will be read out. But yeah, we get into it. Big up for those already in the chat. MB79. He said, "Evening lads. Well, that was shy. Only silver linings. We go back ahead of the unwashed. Fair enough. Yeah. Fancy I said the happy clappers were very quick to come out swinging after three battling wins versus Premier League fodder.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
over the next month, we will see how clever they are, won't we? Exactly, indeed. Big up, Connor. It's pretty much the same, plain and simple. Out. Yeah.
Yes.
Who else we got in there? Big up, Toon Assassin. Hope you're good. Hope you're good.
Big up.
Big up, Kenny. Big up, Kenny. Wolves unbeaten in January. Yeah. Some teams ain't won a game in
Can I
January.
clear something up?
Yeah.
Is I know this sounds stupid. Is Toon Assassin the same as Irish Assassin? Probably not,
I
but just
think it's different. I think they're different,
different
but
people.
clear it up,
Okay.
Tunis. I think clear it up for us. Big up Scant in the building. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, my friend. Um, yeah, we don't want to. But yeah, see what it started. Seahawks, and I allow it. No, we don't want to hear about the Seahawks.
Oh
Congratulations,
no.
William. But forget the Seahawks, did it? Forget. Um, but yeah, we'll get into the thing anyway. But anyway, so obviously we're here to review the latest instalment from the Newcastle United journey. Like we said, one to forget. We travelled down to Wolves on the back of 3 Premier League wins on the spin, um, an FA Cup win, but also we went out to Man City in the weekend. Yeah, and it finished Wolves 0, Newcastle 0. Jefferson, want to give a quick summary of the game?
I mean,
No, and
it's a
there it
trap
is, man. I'm
game.
joking. I'm joking. Go on.
I mean, look, it was a really, really drab game. Could pretty much end up being our poorest performance of the season. I think the less said about it, the better. But in previous performances, we talked about there being backbone, heart, and resilience in terms of the team coming back. But don't know if those were false dawns because today we played a team who yeah, they've looked a bit resolute in terms of recent games. Won three, undefeated in three in the Premier League, and we're a little bit more confident. But facts are that they were only on 7 points at the time and are bottom of the league. So we should be going there confident and getting a win and finding a way. But it felt like today the team were completely bereft of ideas. Uh, no one took the game by the scruff of the neck. We really did not create or fashion many chances. Um, and we can give all the excuses we want about the bad weather and all this sort of stuff, but we're in the nitty gritty of the season now. So, players should be a lot sharper fitter and raring to go. But today it wasn't to be. And in my opinion, I think this should be the manager's last game. I really, really do. Any more excuses for why he should continue? I don't know, man. Maybe we need checked. Like, we have been awful this season, and it's been compounded by today's game.
Just before I give my thoughts there, what's your thoughts on big up Adrian in the building? What's your thoughts on
Big
Gary
up.
Neville's comments? Have you seen Gary Neville's comments?
No,
When he
what's he
said
saying now?
he basically said that Newcastle are a very good team and they should be sitting the way they play the way we played this season. We should be third or fourth in the league currently. Yeah, he said our performances, yeah, the way we perform this season, we should be third or fourth. And he said the only issue that we have is that we're not utilising Voltamada as well because the wingers need to be closer to him and whatnot. But he said the way we perform overall, if you watch, he said if you watch the way we perform, we should be third or fourth. I completely disagree with that. But what's
Yeah.
your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's seeing. Don't get me wrong. I think there was arguments in those first sort of 6 to 8 games that we did fashion a few chances and we just didn't take them. And there was the whole not having a striker situation. We made the best of a bad situation. I kind of got it then, but we've progressed since then. There's no excuses now. So I don't know what team he's watching, but we'll get. Well, I don't even know if there's a point getting into it. But all I saw was we could barely play through the middle. Yes, we're dominating possession, but we're passing it sideways, backwards, and not in the final third. And then we're getting it wide, same pattern to play, cross it in like it was the 1990s. What's going
Yeah.
on? What's going on?
This game for me, let's be honest, we were pathetic. We were pathetic because listen, I expected a difficult game, the way that Wolves has picked up form, they're making it difficult for bigger teams, they're getting results and whatnot. But let's be honest, we should be considering the run we've got ahead, yeah, this was the game that we had, right? And we didn't go out and play like it was a game we had to win. And again, it's another example of a team just sitting back and giving us the ball and say, "Come and break us down," because we know you're not going to. Yeah, and like you said, we react any ounce of creativity. All we're trying to do was go down the wing and cross it into the box. Now, cross it into the box. Who, yes, Voltamar is 6 foot, whatever he is, but he's not one of them guys that's going to get on the end of the cross. We saw it. He fluffed his lines today. He did. Yeah, after but he's not getting. It's not like he's getting service after service after service anyway. I mean, like I said, we're not utilizing his strength as well. Like I said, the sideways passing. You know, no one really, like I said, took the game by the scruff of the neck. We didn't have a shot on target. Yeah, all game. Yeah, which is embarrassing against the bottom of the league team. And if you want to keep it honest, all right, Wolves didn't really look like scoring, but they looked more dangerous than we did.
Mm.
And again, it's the same predictable play, the same predictable subs at the same predictable time. Like the way I see it, you've been given all this money. This is your team, yeah. You need to fix these problems, but you're not. You're so stubborn. You're not like even trying to. You know what I mean? You're not trying something different. But you know what it is. We're still in a decent position in terms of points wise because we're only like a few points off fourth place, whatever it is, 3 points or whatever it is, or fourth, whatever. But how many times we have this opportunity and keep fluffing our lines? Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean? We should be above Liverpool today. Yeah, we should be above Liverpool, but we're not. You know what I mean? And then that was our chance now because, like I said, the fixtures that we've got coming, like we've got a tough time ahead. A tough time ahead. But yeah, let's read to some of these comments that what we've got coming in. Glasner going to Man United. Is that what's happening? I know he's leaving Palace, but anyway, what we got? Kenny, we're in 4 cups and 3 points off fourth, so you're the glass half full,
Yeah,
Kenny.
yeah. I hear that, but you could argue, it's a false dawn, isn't it? In terms of, so are some of the other teams. You know,
And
if
that's
if Fulham beat Leeds yesterday, they would have gone above us. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, yeah, you
it's
need a
buts and
couple of runs,
maybes, isn't
but
it? Yeah,
is it going to happen? The reality is, we've gone to the bottom team in the league today, and we couldn't beat them. And do you know what the worst thing is? Compare the barometers to last season, and I often talk about last season as being one of my fondest memories in terms of us playing crap. Right, Eddie got mad at halftime, made 3 subs, but Harvey Barnes and Shares Weldies were the difference. right? At least we got a reaction out of the players. At least we were taking more shots from distance. Like our quality told, and we made something happen. And that day, Wolves were the better team. Their midfield was dominating us, but we still found a way to win. We can do that. So we're not going to be able to recreate last season. It's not happening.
That's the worst thing about today. That not a shot on target, bro. That's really embarrassing. Fancy Change said, "How's football is now as boring as the sound of his voice." Yeah,
It's got very Brucey now. If you
yeah.
ask me, it has.
Connor said, "Games like today, we needed a plan B, which Howe admitted he doesn't have."
Mm.
Indeed, indeed. What we got here? The signings of Elanga, Voldemort, Ramsey, and Fitz have ensured we follow Everton on the list of failed takeovers. Oh,
Ooh,
oh,
that one hits hard.
interesting,
That one
interesting.
hits hard. But you can't argue with it at the moment. You can't.
Yeah, yeah. William said, "What is creativity? Asking for the manager of my club."
Hey!
Oh God. Um, Irish Toon Assassin. Jeff Zion, both Toon and Irish Assassin had to take Irish when Toon got lost last year when YouTube had their breach.
Oh
Oh,
wow! I
okay,
knew it. I
interesting,
had a feeling. I wasn't sure.
interesting. Okay.
And just to clarify, then, are you the guy that calls up NUFC Talk TV, the Irish guy that gives Win like and Chris like you just challenge them? Is this the same brother? I can't remember the guy's name though.
Oh, hold on, Kenny. Kenny said, "What do you mean tough? We get tough fixtures ahead. How did Villa, Liverpool, Spurs do this weekend?" Hold a minute. Hold a
Okay.
minute. Two of those three clubs are above us. Yeah, and Spurs will probably have a new manager then by the time we play them. Yeah, so just take Spurs out of the picture. 'Cause I'm talking about PSG. I'm talking about Man City, whatever as well. Yeah, but those two fixtures, Villa and Liverpool, how many points are we getting from that? I say maximum three. Um, more likely one. You know what I mean? So we're not beating Liverpool away. Yeah, I don't know what Jefferson. Where you gone? I don't know where Jefferson's gone. I don't know what's happened there. Let me read some of these comments anyway. MB79 said Ginola, Robert, Ben Arthur, and ASM, all Mavericks that can win a game up need a spot. And let's be honest, the last one we had ASM, Hal was quick to get rid of because he wasn't his type of player. You know, he wasn't that workhorse. You know what I mean? He wasn't that disciplined workhorse that he wanted. That's why he had Gordon and he got rid of ASM. ASM could have changed games like this. I think he did against Wolves back in the day with that volleyed equaliser, saved that game.
Oof,
That's a
what a
point,
goal
whatever.
that was.
You know what I mean? But what we lost. Big up Pont Mags. I watched Vista's goals for Brentford last season. Worst collection I've ever seen. A goalmouth scrambles, tap-ins. He scuffs a lot of them. Lucky to get as many as he did, in my opinion. Interesting.
We don't play long ball and throws into the box. This is again stuff we talked about.
Kenny reckons we're going to get 4 points from Villa and Liverpool. Interesting. I reckon 3.
The thing is, I understand being optimistic because what people don't realize is I came into the game optimistic. I actually said to D-Man this morning. By the way, check out D-Man TV. That's D-Man's channel. I left a comment there and I put it in the NUFC Talk TV prediction league that we would win 3-2. I thought we wouldn't be the best defensively, but I thought there'd be goals in the game and I thought we'd come out the winners. So I'm as disappointed as anyone. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is if we can't even beat the bottom team in the league, what makes you think, and this is no offense, what makes you think we're going to get solid points against Villa and Liverpool?
It's an interesting one. But let's get into the game itself. Let's talk about the lineup, right? Because there was a lot of talk about the lineup. He pretty much named our strongest lineup. The back four with Trippier at right back. Then you had the midfield, Joelinton, Tonali, Bruno, and then you've got Barnes, Gordon, and Voltamada, right? So, what was your thoughts on the lineup itself? Would you expect more changes, or would you think that's what you would have gone for and what you expected?
I mean, in hindsight, maybe it's good we didn't make the changes because I don't know if we would have been worse at all. I actually don't know. But at the time, I thought maybe we could have made some changes on the basis that it was Wolves. Again, maybe wrongfully taking liberties there. And the fact that PSV, which we'll talk about a little bit in later, is such a key one-off game that we need to win, that we need everyone fresh. We can't risk any injuries and things like that. So I thought he would have made a few more changes or a couple more. I was happy to see, obviously, Voltamada come into the team. I was a bit shocked to not see Miley in because, again, he's been really consistent, barring the cup game. But yeah, and maybe even Joe Linton
That's
because
the one for me, yeah.
even though it's away from home, and he has been playing well. I actually think Ramsey was slightly encouraging, so I would have kept him in and just
Yeah,
get that energy to stretch the game. On, I mean, Wolves have got a big pitch as well, Barley, so could have been quite handy today for a little bit more dynamism in the midfield, especially against João Gomez and Andre specifically.
yeah. I mean, the defense for me, I had no problems with it. Trippier, I thought, yeah, probably this was the game to put him in. I would have liked to see Ramsey instead of Joe Linton, simply because Ramsey. Listen, we with Joe Linton, Bruno, and Tonali, they're good at good. They can win the ball physically. They're great ball carriers, right? But not the creativity is not there.
Mm.
Ramsey gives you something different, and against the team that's bottom in the league, I don't think you need Joe Linton in that game. I just don't think so. He's, PSV, yes, he needs. I reckon he needs to start that game. But this one, especially when you know they're going to come with a low block, like Joe Linton's not going to really offer you anything to break it down. Ramsey drifted it in and out. He moves people around. He gets into small pockets and stuff like that. Been not saying he's like a Florian Wirtz that can unlock a defensive, but he probably gives us a bit more offensively than Joe Linton would have done. And also, I would have tried Alanga. This might have been the game. If there's a game to try and get his confidence up, it's the bottom of the league team. Yeah, I would have tried him. But it wasn't that, because I don't think he was too bad when he came on. To be fair,
He did
but
all right. Yeah, he did all right.
yeah, but
You can
that's
see it's a confidence thing, isn't it? You can see that
yeah,
with
yeah.
him.
Said we should have gone with Barnes, Vissett, and Elanga. Interesting. And also he could have tried the two together again against the
Yeah.
team that's bottom of the league. This could have been the time to, because I
Yeah.
don't see another time in the season, in the next few games, where he's going to try it, where he can try
Because
it, where he's going
five
to bring
into
and try
one
it.
don't go. 5 into 1 don't go.
Right,
5 into 3 don't go.
exactly. Big up King Cam.
Maybe 5 into 4 does. Evening,
Yeah,
King Cam.
yeah.
5 into 4 does. You got to
Well,
change something.
Irish too said, against the low blocks would do. Why didn't he keep Voltemada on and add Vista to the 4-4? Try 4 4
Yeah,
2 to beat the low block at half time. Makes it more compact. The quicker passing would have helped. Exactly.
yeah,
But
yeah.
again, this is the limitations that we have been seeing for a long time, and it's not going to change. Um, and that's a good point. We'll talk about that when the window's closed? Because listen, we're halfway through the month now, and we've done absolutely nothing. So if it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But listen, getting into the game itself, this will literally take 3 minutes, because we, we offered absolutely nothing. Don't get me wrong,
Uh,
we were very comfortable defensively. I mean, Wolves had that one shot toward the end of the half. They had a little snapshot bicycle kick that went into Pope's arms, but they offered absolutely nothing after that. Yeah, the chance that we had in the first half was again Barnes crossing and Voltemada not getting on the end of it. To me, a glaring miss. Yeah, people talking about the Vissa one in the second half. No, that's nothing compared to the first half. Voltemada should be connecting with that, and he should be scoring. What's your thoughts on it?
yeah, I don't know if it's timing. He doesn't quite get enough on it. It feels like it's almost like scuffed and just kind of trickles on when really you need to get something firm on it, minimum on target. It's a peach of a cross. I personally think Barnes is wasted on that side, but one thing he can do is I'm not saying he's Jacob Murphy, but he can whip a ball in. Now the timing is right from Voltemada, but just slightly off, I think. I won't be too harsh on him because before he came to Newcastle United, I believe in his career he'd only scored 3 headed goals.
Yeah,
So
it's
this is
not his
something,
strength.
yeah,
It's not his
this is
strength.
something we need to keep in mind.
Yeah, yeah. Other than that, in that first half, yes, there was the corner that we took. He maybe Joe Linton, or should he done better just scramble at the back post?
Uh,
What do you reckon?
it's scrappy. It's scrappy. Sometimes they go for you, sometimes they don't in games like
Right,
this. And this is maybe where the conditions come in a little bit. Maybe I think we're clutching at straws of excuses here, but we need to be ruthless.
right. And then second half, I know Joe Linton had a close range header. Argue should have done better with.
Mm,
There was a rebound when he had a header straight at the keeper. Bruno had a shot saved from the keeper. Well, they didn't say it was off target, should I say?
mm.
Um, Other than that, there was one when Harvey Barnes whipped on across the box, and it was Chow and Botman in the centre, and
Yeah,
then this at the back post.
yeah. He
You
didn't
know,
look lively enough. He was on
nah.
it. He was
It's not.
so
I
on it.
don't blame Visser for that. I blame the two in the middle because they should have been more lively because they're the central ones. Visser, even if he got connection to it, all he's going to do is rebound it back. He's not going to put it on target.
Yeah, yeah.
He's going
But
to
the
put it
question
back
is,
at the ball.
why are they the ones there? And where's the movement? Where's the
Yeah,
move?
it's
You
well
want your
attacking
centre
midfielders.
forward.
Not even just
You,
him. The
you
attacking
want
midfielders.
you
It
want your
should have been.
centre forward.
Why are
You
the
want,
centre back? Why are the centre backs there? Did it come from a corner? A bit for corner. Maybe that's the reason why. Because I can't think the reason why both centre backs would be in that central position at that particular time. You know what I mean?
I
So
think second
yeah,
phase of play, isn't it?
yeah. But King Cat said only 2 shots on target. No, we didn't have any shots on target. I'm not
No, we
Wolves.
did. No. We had two.
Is it?
Yeah, we had a 11, but two on target.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We had slightly higher XG, 0.36 than Wolves. Obviously, we dominated possession and stuff. Um, Irish 2 said Volts is slow. Voltmar's slow, so his head is maybe one thing that can save him from how slow he is. He needs some serious heading practice like Joe Linton needs. First with Voltmar, open your eyes may help. Just an idea. I mean, he should. There's 2 headers back to back in 2 games. He should be putting away. Yeah. So whether good or not, you should be putting those away. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But like I said, he's bereft of service anyway. It's not like he's been bombarded with chances. Him officer, they've not been bombarded with chances. But there have been chances. Both of them should be putting away. You know what I mean? So it needs to happen soon because again, when you've got a low block team, a team that sets up with a low block, you're not going to get too many chances. Well, we ain't. This team is not going to get too many chances the way we play. So get them, you need to be putting at least 1 or 2 away. But other than that, we didn't test them. We did not test them at all. You know, we were comfortable. Other than that, don't get me wrong. Wolves offered very little, but yeah, it
And
was
Mane
dry.
had a sort of slight scary moment when he did that little flick volley. Obviously, he didn't get enough power on
The
it.
one that went straight to Pope's
Yeah,
arms.
right
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
keeper.
yeah.
For me, is it Mosquera? Because I got confused between Mosquera and I can't say him, Chachua. It
Oh
might be
yeah,
Chachua, not Mosquera. They had a kind of defender that was just bustling past us about 3, 4 times, bro.
yeah,
He was like a steam train. Can we sign him, please? Like, there's a few here we probably could sign, but
yeah.
he was busting past us like a steam train.
Yeah,
But
they were getting up
but,
to up the top up the field quite a lot, but again offered nothing other than that.
but
Other than that.
don't you think though? I think we're quite lucky in this. I feel like Edwards. He was so cautious that he wanted the point. He didn't push. I actually think if he risked it, they would have beat us. They had the beating of us, in my opinion. They gave us like too much respect. They played counter attack and very defensive,
Yeah, I think
and
that's
and
why they
and
set
then,
up with a
and then
low block in it.
and
It
then when they
may
did get at us, we looked
Yeah, but
worried.
maybe if
They
they
should have
open
come out
if
to play
yeah, but if
more.
they opened up, we would have opened them up. That's the whole thing.
Maybe.
The low block. That's why they know that they can frustrate us and try hit us on the counter. If they try to press a bit further, the chance of us, we create a lot more chances. I'm not saying we would put them away, but we'd create a lot more chances and open them up. But it's a good point for them at the end of the day. It's a good point for them. It's not a good point for us. They're the happier out of the two. And that's the. But we've got to talk about some of these performances, right? And for once, it's not Alanga. Yeah. Tonali wasn't great again. He got subbed after 65 minutes. But Anthony Gordon, bro, he was by far the worst player on that pitch. He was absolutely diabolical. And there's been rumours, obviously, that Arsenal are looking at him in the summer for the summer.
Good.
Take him. Please take him. Because
Why?
that brother offers absolutely. This is probably his worst performance of the season. And he's been bad. He's been bad all season, but this was probably the worst. What did he offer at all? I didn't see one good thing that brother did all game. Yeah. He was absolutely pathetic. Pathetic. And it's pissing me off because it's happening week in, week out. He's still getting selected. Yeah. I don't know what he has to do to get dropped. What's your thoughts on him anyway?
Yeah, very disappointing. He didn't really make too much happen today. As usual, he struggles to beat his man from the outside. I think there was one thing he did in the first half which was a bit impressive that I haven't really seen him do too much before. He done a nice little Cruyff turn, check back inside, then he whipped the ball in. I think it got blocked or cleared away, but yeah, he struggles to take on his man, and I just think maybe Eddie needs to evaluate whether he's actually a winger at this level or not. And I think he can offer something inside. But I just think right now he should not be our starting left winger, and Barnes being shunted out to the right isn't necessarily going to work. But for me, you cannot put out continuous performances like this where you're literally a 3 out of 10, 2 out of 10, and be our commanding starting left winger,
And this isn't a
let
World Cup
alone
here, you know.
one of
This
our
isn't a
highest paid players.
Yeah, this isn't a World Cup here, and you're playing like this. Come on, man. Kenny, we're talking about Anthony Gordon, so please give me your thoughts on Anthony Gordon's performance today, please, because I'm trying to. I can't find anything positive about it. Nothing positive about it.
Hit the
But
likes, please, people. Hit the
yes,
likes.
smash the likes, man. Smash the
Thank
likes.
you. Thank you.
Um, but other than that, I'm trying to think who else. I thought again, Lewis Hall had a decent performance. I thought, especially going forward, he's the one who tried to make things happen. Um, Trippier, listen, I'm not going to fault him because his age is just showing. Yeah,
Mm.
his legs have gone. His legs have gone. He can't play a 1-2 anymore. You know what I mean? He's looking for the safe option every time, and he's getting. There are moments in every game when they're just blowing past him. They're blowing past him, and he can't get back. And listen, I can't blame him because, like I said, he's 30, whatever he is. The best are behind him. We need to address that right back situation because Tino, obviously there's interest for him, but he's also injury prone as well. So that needs to be addressed sooner rather than later. But anything else you want to talk about performance wise before we move on?
No, I'd rather move on from this game. It's shocking enough. Yeah.
Okay, so it leaves us in what, eighth position? Eighth position. Let me
Yeah.
look at the table.
Above Scumberland on goal difference.
Yeah, I still think we finish above them, to be fair. Right, okay, we're on 33 points, same as Brentford and Sunderland. A point of Chelsea and 3 points of Liverpool in fourth place. Yeah. So are you given all right, the two games you got, right? Liverpool and Villa, right? Do you think we will climb up the table after those results, or do you think we'll slide down or stay where we are?
No, no. I think maybe I might, even as bad as we were today. Before I thought we'd lose to Villa, I think we might get a draw.
Yeah.
Um, so that's my only change. But I think it'll be a loss away to Liverpool and then a draw at home to Villa. I think out of those two games.
Okay. I still think we beat Villa simply because we're at home. We're at home. We're going to be up for it. Villa play on the Thursday, I think it is, in Europe. I'm not sure if they're home or away. So we've got an extra day on them as well. Obviously, they've lost today. I think we'll sneak a win against them. I just don't think we beat Liverpool. I think we lose to Liverpool. But 3 points out of that one. And listen, of the six games that we'd have played, then if we get the 3 points against Villa, that's what 13 points. 13 points, and then the 3 point we just lose to Liverpool. Not bad, not bad. But again, I'm not basing it on the performances that we've done this season because we have been very average / terrible. I'm just basing it on the fact that when we play Villa, it usually goes with home form, and we're going to be up for it. Yeah, that's my.
For me, it's also the backdrops of a psychological thing where PSV for us is almost like a knockout game. We know that we need to get a result from the game to go to the playoff round. There's
Mm,
so much at stake, and it's then very difficult to pick yourself up mentally and physically, no matter what happens. Because we've seen it before. If you win, there's that jubilation, and so you're kind of stuck in that moment. It's hard to pick yourself up and say, right, back to the bread and butter now, guys. And if you lose, well, you're so deflated where you think pretty much our Champions League hopes of getting through are over. And it's then very difficult to respond. And that's why I think there's that caveat of we might drop something here. Whereas if it wasn't for that Champions League game, I would be in favour of a home win because our results against them of recent at home have been very, very good. And then you've got obviously the PSG game. So we don't know what's going to happen in the PSV game that leads to the PSG game. Heading into that, and again, we don't know about the physical wear and tear of the team. How is Eddie going to recycle the squad? That kind of thing. It's yeah, and it does help. I mean, after the Liverpool game, you got the second leg of the semi-final. So
write that off. Write that off. So I know City got battered yesterday, but write that off. We're not getting back in that one. I just don't think. I would rather go gung ho against Villa, PSV, Liverpool, and then write off that league game. Rotate heavily against the League Cup game against Man City because we're not doing that. We're not. We're not.
Can I ask a question though? I think,
Mm.
and also to those in the chat as well. It's like, why aren't the board sacking Eddie Howe right now after
Well,
that
funny you should say
performance?
that because
Why aren't they
NUFC2,
sacking him?
he said, D-man, where is the season going? I'm sorry, I tell how now he's gone in the summer and we must look for a system manager, not a PE teacher. Now, my thing is, listen, I think Eddie should go, right? I still think he will go in the summer. Yeah, and I think he knows he's on borrowed time. I think the board have had enough. I think the board have said to him, listen, we've backed you enough now. There is no excuse because I think that was the meeting in the summer once we qualify for the Champions League. All right, we'll get rid of Mitchell, whatever, but this is on you now. This is your team. We'll give you the money. Yeah, this is your team. No excuses. If you don't qualify for this Champions League, you're out. Yeah, and let's be honest. Right about now, we're not doing it, and I don't even think that will save him anyway because the way we're performing. If we do get Champions League, we'll be scraping through. We'll be scraped, and that's because every other team would have flopped, right? So I think that's why I don't think they're going to spend that much money in January because they think, right, you've got enough there. You said you've had enough. Deal with it, yeah. And I
Mm.
think they're starting to wake up now and say, you know what, we'll give you to the summer. That's why he came out with that talk about, he's not going to be here for the training ground revamp and stuff like that. He's starting to drop these little nuggets here and there. I think he knows he's on borrowed time, and I think if he doesn't get sacked, I think he walks. I think he will. But
So what about then? Again, just posing it back, yeah.
yeah,
There's a chance that by the time we get to the Man City away game, because we'll lose that again
yeah,
on the 21st of February. Obviously, we got Everton at home on the 28th of February, by which we saw Everton beat Villa today, which was a shock result.
mm.
Is there a chance he could be out of the job by the 28th of Feb? Because we may get a result against Brentford. I think we can win that game. I think we've got a strong chance of beating Spurs away. But outside of that run right up until the end of February, I don't think we're getting very much.
You know
You know?
what?
And we could potentially be out of both cups,
Yeah,
including the FA Cup, and we could be lower in the league. Is that enough?
I don't think
To,
two reasons why I don't think that's enough. One, because I think even after this run of games, because of the way the league has been going, we will still be in touch and distance of a Champions League place. Yeah. Secondly, due to the fact of what he's done and what he's achieved, whatever, and his standing amongst the majority of the fan base, I don't think PIF wants to rock the boat significantly at that time. Yeah, I think they're going to just wait till the summer. It's an easier transition. I think they'll do it from there. I think they'll have more ammunition to do it, more reason to do it in the summer than now. Because I don't think, I don't, I also don't think that there's no guarantee that if a new manager comes in after this run, yeah, we will get Champions League football. So I think they'll just cut this and say, you know what will happen, but we'll do it in the summer. I don't think it's not going to be like an 8-point gap between us and fifth place, whatever it is, by the time that runs over. So I just think they're just going to say, listen, there's still a chance, whatever, wait till the summer, then we make our decision. But there is rumblings that the board are saying to him, look, the board are putting the feelers out there that this is it. Come in the season, this is it. They'll be looking for someone else. But we'll see. We'll see. I just don't
Mm.
think after that run, I don't think it'll be that bad unless we lose every single game, yeah, cup and league, which I don't think we will. Unless we lose every single game, then they have to get him. They have to get rid of him. They have no choice. But I just don't think that will
It
happen.
is it is an interesting one because obviously we had the news earlier this week, isn't it, about the training ground and all of that. So in terms of a project, it's starting to look a little bit upwards again
Mm.
because that's the thing for me. Um, whoever's coming in, how can you sell the project if we're not in Champions League? So that's why I think you have to roll the dice. If there's a minimal chance you can get it, you have to take the risk rather than in the summer. It then limits your pool of who you can then bring in who are willing to come, see the potential, and work without Champions League, for example.
No,
You know,
hey, that's a valid point. Um, I just don't
'cause it
think.
meant to be a Jose who would just jump at the chance of working in the Premier League again and be like, okay, I can deal with not being in Europe at the moment. Let's see how it goes. As long as you give me money to spend, I'm good. Or I mean, it's looking like Glasgow might go to a Man United, but there might be. This is what I'm saying. Iraola isn't everyone's cup of tea, but he might say, "Hey, this is an upgrade from Bournemouth for me." So it's like your pool is a bit shallow. But if you're like, you know what, we're available now. We're only a few points of Champions League. Whoever comes, they can do it. Like, come now. That's what I'm saying. They should have done it a couple of weeks ago because whether you're trying to get in, you can say to them, "Look, we'll back you in the January window. Let's go." But days are running short, so you can't even do that anymore. So it makes
Yeah.
things very, very difficult for us.
I was with you till you mentioned Jose, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Big up, Joe.
Ah.
What does Jason Tyndall bring to the setup anymore? Who does the finishing, heading, and passing drills? Boy, I don't know who it is, but they're failing at the moment. They're failing at the moment because we look toothless. We look absolutely toothless. Yeah, it's not good.
He
Uh,
used to be on set pieces, didn't he? But then obviously we got the set piece coach.
yeah, Adrian raised a good point. He said the inconsistency of every team bar Arsenal is masking Eddie's failings, and that's the thing, and that's why I don't think he's gonna go because the way the league's performing, we're still within the shout. We're what 3 points off fourth place, and we've been bad. We've been bad this season, and we scraped it. I think some Dominic said, if it wasn't for moments of brilliance that's been rescuing us, we'd be in a relegation fight. That's how bad we've been. That's how bad the performance has been. Because I asked anybody, can you name two good performances we put together all season? Because I can't. All right, you want to talk about the Liverpool one? All right, that was like it was the Isak derby, and we were down to men, and we felt hard done by. We just gave our all, and arguably Man City would beat them 2-1. But had they taken their chance, they probably could have got something out of the game as well. So just like I don't know, I can't think of any games that we really from minute 1 to 90 where we've really performed. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
some people say, it's to come. The fact that we're there or thereabouts, and we still haven't performed well. Maybe it will come. But you say that after like 5 or 6 games. You don't say it after like half a season. Like this is what we are now. The performance is what we're doing. This is the team that we are.
It's
Yeah,
who we are, mate. It's who we
you
are.
know what I mean. So um, Irish said that, honestly, we don't need permanent transfers in Jan. Just a couple of loans with options to buy could help out massively.
Not a bad shout.
Whatever it is, we need somebody through the door.
Well, this 25 million. I mean, are we going to spend it or what? Let's do it. If not, then yeah, like you say, Irish, get the loans in. But I was saying it. I saw Chelsea are trying to buy this. Is it 60 million pound
Jacquet, is that his name? Jacquet?
Jacquet? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we should just go for Josh Achimpong. Uh, I'm sure they'll take it with like a sell-on fee or something like that, a sell-on clause. He looks a talented centre back.
You gotta do something. I don't know. But yeah, for those in the chat, hope you slap the like, push the like button. Hope you have get the like count up as well. Spread the word, help us grow in that. John O said, I wonder what he meant about the next 4 games remark. What was that? I didn't catch that. So John O, just clarify what remark about the next 4 games. NUFC said, D-man, fans forget he has he's had the season to rebuild when he failed 2 years ago to get Europe. I'm sorry, a League
Yeah,
Cup isn't enough to stay. He relied on
yeah.
Isak to make him a top manager, and Isak left. Since Isak left, he's flopped.
Everybody knows, and D-Man agrees with this. He should have been sacked when we finished 7th and Man United won the cup. He should have been sacked. So he's had excuses. The credit in the bank for me is gone.
Yeah, I thought
Gone.
he should have been sacked at 7th, but to me, the fact that he got the cup and the Champions League after that, okay, I could understand why. I'm happy that he stayed because he got us that. He got us our best memory that we've had since we've been Newcastle fans. But he hasn't showed any improvement since then. He hasn't. Yeah. And for now he does need to go because there's no signs of any development, any change, any evolving in his plans, his transfer activity. He's buying the same profile of player. The fact that we went into that season, I said the fact the transfer window that we had in the summer was our most important one since the takeover, and he got our sporting director sacked. Yeah, and we went in there looking like a laughing stock with him and his nephew running the show. Yeah, from that he should have gone. Yeah, but I knew that he wouldn't go. Yeah, I knew that he wouldn't go, but I still think he won't go until the summer, unless he loses every single game out of this next run. Yeah, which I don't think he'll do. So it's one of them. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Bernal said sacking Howe at this moment would need to be motivated by Ross Wilson, who unfortunately is absolute Eddie Yes man. Well, he's got, like I said, he's got a lot of control in the club. He's got more control than probably any other manager bar Pep Guardiola in the club, which is laughable, really. Like, he shouldn't have that power. Yes, he's got us the cup, whatever, but that shouldn't be enough to be able for you to run the whole operation or have such a big influence in it. Um,
Claudio Ranieri won the Premier League with Leicester, and after a bad run in the next season, he was fired. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
same as Jose at Chelsea in his second term. You know, no one's invulnerable. I just think we've been way too soft on this guy. Way too soft.
Adrian said there's a good chance Carrick gets the manure job permanently. I don't think so. I don't care how good he gets. I think he knows the conditions of that job. Like, you're not going to be the permanent guy. I don't think they're going to run that same risk that they did with Ollie. I don't think they'll do that. But you never know. You never know. Big up Stephen in the chat. He said Voltamada was terrible today. Can't press, can't hold up the ball. Terrible in the air and runs like he's wearing flip flops on the beach. Absolute pony. He was bad today. He was shocking today. I would agree with that. Yeah, not a bad player,
Flip
but
flops
today
on the beach.
he was
That's actually cheered me up.
he was bad. He was shocking. He was shocking today. But listen,
Oh man.
he wasn't the only one. To be fair, he wasn't the only one. To be fair, but yeah. Envy said, "This is us now. We win ugly and scruffy. We don't blow teams away anymore." Yeah,
Well,
and
yeah, but we didn't win today.
yeah, and this is
I
it.
would take it if we won 1-0, mate. I'd be like, yeah, yeah, cool. But we didn't win today against the
Yeah,
bottom team in the league.
but this result has been coming because let's be honest. Like I said, the performances haven't been great. The performance haven't been great. Yes, we've had the euphoria of the Leeds win, but bruv, that's Leeds, and we had to take that last minute winner to get from Barnes, whatever, to get the 3 points. All right, Palace were leggy anyway. Palace ain't won a game in decades. You know what I mean? A league game in decades. So it's nothing it's good to get the points on the board, but you have to take it with a bit of context as well. Apply context to it. But yeah, there's 41 of you in here. Please slap the like button. It only takes a second. Let us know what else you want to talk about. Because we got to talk about the PSV game a bit more.
PSV,
Yeah,
yeah.
because that's a big, like you said. I'm not sure where we are in the standings, but we're still within the top 16, I think, at this present time, are we? Just
I
outside
think
the
we were last time we checked, we were 12th.
12th or something like
I
that.
could be wrong. I could be wrong though.
So
Um,
it's
12th, yeah.
yeah, it's a massive game. I will be going to that one. It's a massive game. And listen, 3 points, in my opinion, will solidify us in the top 16, which gives us home advantage in the playoffs. I still don't think we make the top 8, but listen, given if we get the 3 points here, I think we can relax in the PSG game. We don't have to get anything from it. Yeah, it'd be good to get something from it, but we don't have to. Right? Now, I think someone put they're top of their league. They're top of their league currently. I'm not sure if that's true, but
Yeah, 17 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat.
right. And they already been to Anfield and schooled Liverpool, right? Like proper. So we can't take these lot lightly. Yes, we're at home. St. James is under the lights. How confident are you of us getting a win in that one?
I wouldn't say I'm confident. Again, it reminds me very much about the game we had against AC Milan, where all the chips are down and the stakes are high. And unfortunately, what we've seen with our team is every time we have an opportunity to take advantage of something where we need to get ahead, the only time we've really been able to do that historically has been big up Ginesta. Historically, has been the cup final. Other than that, whenever we've had an opportunity, we've never really been able to take it, and we've lost momentum. This is a one-off game, however, and I think potentially with the crowd being behind us at home, it may push us over the edge to get the win. But I don't know. I can see there being a twist in the tail, maybe like a draw, like a 2-2 or something like that. Even if it's a situation where we're holding the lead or something. I just don't feel very confident in our team right now.
Okay. Agent said St. James's Park gives us an extra man in the box. Listen, the crowd. There was a lot of criticism about the crowd at the City game, how quiet it was, and obviously Bournemouth, the FA Cup, there were a few empty seats and stuff. Still about 51,000 in the building and that. But this time, I think, listen, the crowd, the atmosphere will be rocking. We know the importance of getting the 3 points. I expect the team to be up for it. The lineup's going to be interesting. I think he pretty much plays similar today. I think Miley comes in for Trippier. I think it's going to be interesting who starts up front. Visser or Voldemar. I think Visser might start this one. I'm not sure, but yeah, the fact we haven't battered a team other than Everton away. We haven't battered a team at St James's Park yet. Yeah, and yes, PSV. We know what they did at Liverpool. We know they're having a good season. I just think there is a team due a hiding. I don't think it's weekend. Yeah, I think it could be this one. Like, I'm just trying to be very optimistic about it. I think we'll get the 3 points. I do think we're going to get 3 points. If we don't, I don't know where that leaves our Champions League season campaign. Because go into PSG. I know Paris beat them the other day, but go into PSG. I think they're third in the standings at the moment. But go in there to needing a win. Really,
Doesn't bear thinking about.
nah.
And really, again, who is Eddie coming up against? Luis Enrique. You think he's going to be able to out tactic him? Come on now.
Nah.
Come on now. When Enrique will just be making in-game tweaks. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah, it could get ugly. It will get ugly. MB said we owe PSG. I'm still pissed from last time. We do owe them, but we're not that team. We're not, and we had Isak as well. We're not that team. We're not. If we get a draw from that game, we will be shouting from the rooftops because I don't see it. Harvey said, "How out Jose in?"
Yes.
We got to stop bringing it. How out? Yeah, Jose. No, not for me. But listen, leave my friends know, like, I've got this nasty habit of saying something that will never happen, and it will. I once said Sam Allardyce will never manage my club. Yeah, and look what happened. I said Steve Bruce will never manage my club, and it happened. So Jose, I'm not saying a damn thing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
NUFC said, D-man, do you know PSG battle Liverpool? I said it about 4
Yeah.
times. I am aware.
Yeah.
I am aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And the thing is, if they can keep the ball and pass the ball quickly, we will struggle. We saw it against Man City. Man City were in second gear the other night, and we were getting frustrated because we couldn't get hold of the ball.
Yeah.
Started fouling them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Foxy said, if we don't beat PSV at home, then we don't really deserve to be in a competition anyway. Listen, I get what you're saying, but PSV are a decent team. They're no mugs. So we can't. It's not a given that we were going to beat them. I still think we're going to get the 3 points, but it's not a given. Yeah. So we'll see. We'd have to be at our best to really put them away. So we'll see. What else we got? PSV are 16 points clear at the top of their league. They have plus 36 goal difference. They are no pushovers. Exactly.
Yeah.
James is Park, not Jurassic Park.
That's another good one, Kenny. Beach and the flip flops and that. That's
big up Jose Valverde.
Hey,
Up to
big up
Newcastle.
Jose. That's my boy.
Hope you're good.
How you feeling after the tough last minute defeat for Fulham yesterday? You lot were going on along well. You were literally just behind us, and that was a bit of a sucker punch, wasn't it? But appreciate the support, man.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Big up.
Harmeet said, lad, serious thought. Did Isak save Howe's job for the last 2-3 seasons? Well, you know what I mean? It's
Arguably.
yeah. Well, we'd have to see how this season pans out, but it's looking like it.
Because we had someone that was legitimately world class.
I tell people, Isak is not a house signing. He wasn't a house signing. We signed him because Callum Wilson got injured against Man City in that 3-3, and the window was closing, and we just threw a grenade out there. Nixon did, yeah, and it landed, yeah. That wasn't. It's not like house scouted him or nothing like that. No. I credit for Tom what he's done with him since then, but yeah, he wasn't a house signing. He wasn't. But we benefited from it. But maybe we're feeling off the effects of it now. but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm predicting a win. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna say another PSG night. 4-1. I'm gonna say 4-1.
Oh wow, D-man.
The one day when the offense the attack clicks.
D-man,
Yeah.
you want to hope no one's cropping that, mate. You want to hope. You want to hope. Wow. Wow. After today, you think
Again, I'm not
it's
basing it on
possible?
today. I'm just basing it on the fact that it's St James's Park under the lights. The game means a lot to everybody involved, and there has to be a time where it clicks. If it's not for the season, for one game. Yeah, that's all I'm basing it on. That's all I'm basing it on. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. What do you reckon?
I'm split between a 2-2 draw and a 2-1 win to us. I think this is probably going to be the last time I'm going to be naively positive, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 home win. And I don't think it's going to be easy. I think it's going to be scrappy at best.
Okay. Okay. Do you think? Do you think that? Do you think? Who do you think starts that game up top?
It'll be Visser, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what, Barnes and Gordon on each side? Or
Yeah.
is he going to throw a grenade, put a
Barnes-
Langer in there or
I,
something?
I think it's Barnes and Gordon again.
Yeah.
You will go on Gordon on the basis that Gordon somewhat has done well in the Champions League this season. And playing to Gordon's ego that because it's a big night, bright night under the lights, Champions League, that he'll put on a show probably.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think we qualify for the top 16 in the league?
Uh, Basically, if we get the win, it's good enough.
Right.
If we get the draw, I'm not too sure. I think we'll be scraping it. We really will.
Okay.
Because I think the game after that we won't get anything from it, and I'm not sure if is it 10 points we got or 11 points? I can't remember now.
I can't remember.
I think we got 3 wins and 2 draws, right?
Is that right? Yeah, 3 wins, 2 draws,
Uh,
and one loss.
I
No,
think so.
no.
Or
We lost to
2.
Barcelona, lost to Marseille.
Hold on. Let me make sure. I'll check the table now. Yeah, so we got 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. So yeah, 1 point isn't enough. We need 3. I think 13 will get us through.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, it's must win at all costs. Basically, we got to do it.
Irish 2 said, I'm going back and recording that D-Man 4-1.
Yeah, I
Are
told
you
you
are you
someone's
putting
gonna
some
drop it.
cheddar on that scoreline? I am going to put a little cheeky bit on that scoreline. To be fair, I don't know what the odds are at the moment, but yeah, why not? Why not? Well, why don't Gordon get the Langer treatment? This guy is a fraud. Listen, we spoke about Gordon, especially performance today. But like I said, no matter what he does, he continues to be selected. Yeah, it
Doc will be
baffles
happy with
me.
that.
It baffles most of the fans, especially on 90's mags. I can't understand it. He must be doing something in training, or he's got something on Eddie Howe. Like it's one of the two. It's one of the two. I can't understand it.
Seen him at it with the secretary or something.
But he seems to be given this star boy treatment, and he's done nothing to justify it. So yeah, it is very confusing, very and concerning that to me. But there's rumours that we're willing to listen to offers for him in the summer. How true it is, I don't know. How much will we get for him?
I think realistically between 50 and 60.
Yeah,
I think so. I think his value's dropped. It'll be similar to like a Garnacho situation.
yeah,
He kind of went a bit cheaper than people thought to Chelsea, wasn't it? It was literally like 50 million. I think the same for us. Represent a slight profit, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, listen, I think the club will try and hold out for 70. He's not worth that. But yeah, minimum 60. Minimum 60, I think. Kim Cam said, Elanga showed some good points, some good signs today. I feel for the young man. He needs support. This is what we should offer him. I agree. Listen, I thought he's actually all right when he came on today. And yeah, I am willing. Every time he comes on, wherever he starts, I'm just willing and hoping he does something, just to not even just to set on the fan base, to set in his own nerves. Yeah, to give him a bit of confidence. Yeah, he just needs that one goal. Once he gets a goal, that will settle him down a bit. You know what I mean? Or a really, really, really good performance. You know, that will settle him down. And listen, I don't think he's ever going to justify the money that we spent for him. But there is a player in there somewhere. There's a player. You don't just go like from the season that you had last year. I know he don't suit our style of play, but you don't suit for that to what he is now overnight. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that he gets the time to prove himself. But I think today would have been a prime opportunity for him against a team bottom of the league. Who is not really going to trouble him going the other way. I just think this was an opportunity missed. But it is what it is.
Just
Harmit
to
Tate,
say real quick,
yeah,
big up Kim Cam, by the way,
yeah.
because the way we've been portrayed in the fan base is being darksiders, is that we're just these evil people. But Kim Cam's comment shows that we have a heart. So thank goodness for that.
Yeah. Lads, I saw a stat on Sky during the game that he hasn't scored in the league for a year. Apparently, that's scored in. Yeah, he hasn't scored an open play
Yep.
goal since last January.
Wolves, I think was it the Wolves 3-0 win at home.
Yeah, so it's not good. It's not good. Harmit said Jose will turn Elanga to prime Robin. Just say it. I wouldn't go that far,
Ah,
mate. I wouldn't go that far.
you
Yeah,
never know.
but yeah. Anything else you want to touch on? I'm trying to think if there's anything else you want to speak about before
I,
before we sign up. Before
I'm
we sign
I'm
up, really.
I'm blown out. I'm getting close, D man, to how it was under Brucey. I'm just so fed up, man. You just think, what's gonna happen today? You don't feel very confident, anxiety going through the roof, and then when you're watching it, you're just not enjoying it. It's just pure turmoil. So I can understand why people are disheartened, disappointed, vexed, confused, and in pure disbelief at the moment. And it is hard to kind of lift the fan base. That's all we can do is hope for better times. But at the moment, I don't know if it's the same for you, dear man. I feel like the wind has just been taken out of me now, out of my sails. I'm just like,
You know
whatever
what?
happens.
I agree. My from a selfish point of view is because I've actually gone to quite a few games this season. I actually enjoy the journey going up St James's Park, watching the games and stuff, the experience and stuff. That's what's keeping me, fully clocked in. You know what I mean? Fully focused and stuff. Because yeah, the football it's not the worst in the world, but it's not entertaining. It's not. There is nothing to really be excited about. Nothing to get you out of your seat. And listen, again, you have to. Yeah, I'm trying to put it in perspective the fact that it's not all doom and gloom because where we are in the league in terms of points, points of fourth place, there is some shining hope there, glimmer of hope there. We're still in the Champions League. Yes, we're hanging by a thread in the League Cup, but we're still in the FA Cup as well. So there is still time to turn the season around or give it a positive spin on it. But when you see performances and results like today, it's hard to be, you know, optimistic about what's going ahead. Because the list that we've got coming as well, perform the way we've been doing. I don't see where we're going to get points from. I just don't see it. So things need to change fast. Will they change? Not so sure, given who the manager is and how he is. Um, yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. But if we can just hang in there to the end of the season and reset come the summer, then fair enough. But yeah, it's anxiety every game. You're anxious every game. Like even today against Wolves, I was saying to my missus, listen, unless we're 2-0 up with 5 minutes to go, I cannot be confident we're going to see out this game. I can't. Yeah,
Mm,
and that's how it is at the moment, which is not a good place to be. It's not a good place to be. But listen, a couple wins against PSV and Villa, and maybe a point.
you
It could
never
be
know.
a lot different, a
You
lot
never
different.
know. It's a
Um,
different outlook. Have you seen? Have you seen Irish's comment?
which one? This one? This one? I've earned my Catholic badge this season. I've prayed more this season than I ever did in the late last 3, only because I don't know what team turned out. My priest would be happy.
Yeah, man. It's in God's hands now, my friend. We're in the hands of God.
Bigger picture I worry about is where we are heading. And listen, the mood around the club must be that of concern. It must be, yeah, because there's too many rumblings now. You listen to all the journalists, you listen to the podcast. No one's 100% happy where things are going at the moment, and at the very least, people are starting to ask a few questions. You know what I mean? At the very least, you know what I mean. So that should show you that things aren't all rosy, and something needs to change. Something needs to change. Big up Raymond in the building. He said, hi, Demon and Jefferson. Eddie Howe sacked from Newcastle United now, and Oliver Glasner appointed as the manager, and Glasner in for Newcastle United now. From Ray. Big up, Ray.
Big up.
Hope you smashed the like before your comment, but yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Smokey said, lost confidence from end of first half. Just couldn't see where the goals are coming from. Smokey, do you think Eddie Howe should go? If so, when? What's your thoughts? KJ? You're always coming in at the end of the show. Yeah, relax. Yeah, we're about to clock out. Yeah, yeah. And you can't give the eyes after Liverpool flopped against Burnley at home.
Oh, my
Yeah,
days.
that's a worse result. Yeah, flopping to Burnley at home. Yeah,
Woof.
don't come in every damn eyes. Trust me. Don't. Yeah.
Woof.
Irish said, no, the Newcastle United will go on and win the next 3 just to shut everyone up again. Listen, I'd be happy with that, but it's not going to happen. We're not going to beat PSV, Liverpool, and Villa. We're not. But you never know.
This
You
team's
never know.
enough, isn't it?
Yeah. Not even feeling angry after they just annoyed that so many people blindly defend Eddie. Quickly, KJ, we're still
It's
here.
a cult, my friend. It's a cult.
He said his YouTube notifications are playing about. Listen, KJ, when we're going to review the little game, yeah. So we need to get you on. We need to get you on for that, yeah. I know you'll bring the energy for that one as well. So we need to get you on. I've got a couple of Liverpool fans lined up as well, but we need to get you on, man. That'll be good. Smokey said until the end of the season. Yeah, thanks a lot to listen. I've had enough of this because I got clipped last time, yeah, with the whole bloodline thing with Clinton and that, yeah.
Oh my God!
So
If you can, Irish, DM it to me on
yeah,
X, please.
when we do win 4-1, yeah, I want to make sure that's posted everywhere, yeah, everywhere. But yeah, we'll get you on, KJ, definitely. I need to get your number as well, bro, and get it from get my number from Catch and holler me, bro. Holler me, so we'll sort that out. We'll sort that out. Foxy said, let's see what Ross Wilson is all about. He's been getting a lot of positive comments from us fans since he arrived. He's never impressed me much. Seems a safety net for how time will tell.
Well,
Interesting.
the thing one was apparently Nixon was really probably annoyed that we did go for this Ryan player, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently he scouted for a year and then he's ended up going to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So is that because Wilson's blocked it? Is that because Eddie's blocked it?
Well, let's see. Because if big up KJ, if Nixon leaves, yeah, then you know he's pissed.
You know it's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Then you know enough will be enough. Enough will be enough.
Hit the likes if you can. We can get maybe 25 before we clock off.
How many
That'd be
now?
fantastic. 20.
Right, let's get 5 likes before we clock off, man. We'll give you another 5 minutes. Get the likes up, man. Get it to 25, and then we can clock off. Harmy said, "What as Wilson done so far? The only thing he has done of note is get Sven Botman to sign that new contract. Whether people like it or not, some people should have waited to the end of the season, see his fitness and stuff like that. But I personally happy that he signed it. You know, contracts don't mean that much these days, but you know, it does ensure that you probably get a higher value if he does go, if someone does come in for him. You know, it's you know, it does help. Yeah, they agreed personal terms, Smokey. They agreed personal terms. Them just haggling over the fee now. So
Isn't it 35?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah, closer to 40 mil, maybe 38 mil or something. Because he's basically going to be a direct replacement for Samuel, isn't it?
Right.
I think there's something in there about him knowing if he goes to Bournemouth, he's going to play, isn't it?
Yeah,
Other
definitely.
clubs there might not be that
Because
guarantee.
he ain't playing our club. Let's be honest. He would not be. Eddie Howe would not be playing him. Would not be playing him. So it's in an ideal scenario. Given that January is a hard time to do deals and the market is inflated, what would you like to see come in? What positions?
I think we need a midfielder with an attacking profile, whether that's an actual goal scorer. Remember, we were talking about Sunset. I'm presuming Sunset hasn't had a good season because I haven't really been hearing about him much this year. But we were looking at that kind of profile player, so a kind of Lampard-esque goal scorer
Hmm.
or a creative like a El Canus. So that's definitely a profile someone I want to see come in. Personally, I do think we need another striker. I really do. But if it's hard to get a striker in, we might have to park that for now and get another defender. Potentially one, obviously, that has pace, but one that can play either across the back line or fullback and centre back. So those are the two players. Because I feel if you can get an attacking midfielder, remember Barnes chipped in
Yeah.
with 9 goals last year. Murphy also got 9 goals. That can help with the striker issue because we know strikers are very expensive and hard to find. So I think it might tickle the boxes if we can get more of an attacking or creative midfielder.
Okay, so Harmit said striker number 10 and Liao on the wing.
Mm,
Wishful thinking, that would be that would be great, but not gonna happen. Iris said we need a Key Smith type player. Um,
creative.
yeah, Foxy said Sunset had injury issues.
Ah, okay. I
Yeah,
mean, they
and
were asking for 80 mil. I'm not
oh
sure. I'm not sure if we would have paid that. I
yeah,
don't. We probably would them, but he would. I mean, the form he was on. I think he got 16 league goals last year. He would have been fantastic for us.
Kim Cam said defender or creative midfielder. I agree with that. I think we definitely need a defender, one who can play across the back line. Creative midfielder, definitely. We just know we're not going to get one. Eddie's not going to go for that. But yeah, ideally that would be great for us. And then it's for Strasbourg just signed a young Mahrez, Gassim Yassin. Interesting. Interesting. Um, then they are not getting a striker for the next week. That's the thing. Do you think, yeah, there's any possibility that in summer we go for another decent striker?
I think we will just purely on the basis that we did try and get the Norwegian guy before the window shut, and the pay was it the bid. I think we tried to bid 60. Was it either 50 we bid or 60, and they wanted like 70 or something? We were like, nah, see you later. So there was clearly interest,
Yeah,
and we know what Eddie's like. Once he's gone in, he comes back. So remember, he did the same with Ilanga before.
yeah.
50 million didn't go through, came back the next season. So I do think we'll be in for another struggle, particularly if Osula leaves as well, which he
Who's
probably will in the summer.
the ginger kid? Keeps
Oh
football.
man. Yes, I did issue. I was made to apologize. I did apologize, and I also apologize to all gingers around the world. So
Fucking
yeah,
hell, Jesus. Big up Adnan. He said, but would Hal drop Bruno G for even for one game? No point signing anyone. Interesting.
he needs a break more than anything. He needs a break because Miley could play there. Miley can play there.
Harmy said, "This is getting salty. We're getting you." Listen, I don't know how much we get for a damn near 30-year-old striker at in this market. I don't know. I don't know. Um, Junior Esther 45 watching. Let's get to 30 likes. Yeah, let's see if we get. I don't know what we're on now. What? Let's see if we get it
Get
up
the flags
because
up, people. Trust me.
I tried to get
It
out of it,
took a
man.
lot for us to get in here today. We were like, yeah.
Yeah,
It was like
trust me.
a post-mortem, man.
But listen, given the fact that Barnes is our top scorer, right? Do you think he ends the season as a top scorer?
Good question. Because I think we were hoping that Vissa would hit a run of form, isn't it? But I think if he stays fit and he has more games often than not in his favoured position, that might well be the case, you know. It
Yeah.
might be a weird season where because he's on, I think it's like 11 all comps, isn't it, at the moment?
Okay. Do
He
you
might
think?
get like 18. He might get like 18 for the season.
All right. I was in the chat. If you think that Barnes is gonna end up top scorer, smash the like button if you haven't already. Yeah. But if and let us know in the chat. Do you think he's going to be top scorer? Or do you think someone else is? Do you think Voltemada, Vissa, even Bruno? Because Bruno's on quite a few goals this season. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
let us know what you think, because it's not the worst thing in the world if Barnes are top scorer. But the fact that we've got two strikers that are playing damn near game after game after game, like rotating, and the fact that Voltemada started so well, I'd like to see one of our strikers end up top scorer, man. I'd like to see one of our strikers end up top scorer, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Smokey said, "I'm still very annoyed with how with the money wasted in the last window, and I
yeah.
think PIF are as well. PIF gave him the reins, but a lot of his signings haven't pulled up any trees yet. It's just Chow and Voltemada, arguably, especially Malik Chow, that's really been a success so far.
I'll
Um,
just look back to the Colties who ambushed Boki and I with a PowerPoint presentation telling us how we had the best summer of all time and we'd assembled our best ever squad. It had been the best
Jeez.
window.
Jeez.
Really shameful now. I would be embarrassed. I'd be in hiding if that was me.
How many goals have Voltemada got now? 7 in the league, 9 overall. I know KJ
Yeah.
asked.
With I
Um,
think with 3 assists, isn't it?
yeah, and Harvey Barnes, he's got 5 in the league, no assists, and he's
Four,
got
is
at
it
least
4 in
4 in
Champions
Champions
League?
League, so that's 9. So,
Two in the
so
cups.
11. So he's on 11. Voltemada's on 9. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Let me see. This run form is what the happy clappers are still waiting
Yeah.
for.
He's meant to
Um,
save our season, remember? That's what we were
well,
told.
yeah,
We were told the Messiah was coming. That's really
that's a
not
Libby,
been the
the
case.
Messiah, the Messiah. That's a Libby.
He's
That's a
been Mister.
Libby.
He's been Mister, mate. That's what he's been.
Adnan said Bruno will be our top scorer. He has a free role. I don't think he will be our top scorer, but decent shout, decent shout. Um, Barnes can do no more and become first 11.
Mm.
Yeah, interesting. Um, Be careful, team. People might start hitting the thumbs down for leading goal scoring question. Listen, apparently Asuna is meant to be back
Oh.
by the end of January. Apparently, yeah. My only problem with that is, like, when's he really gonna play? He's gonna get pity minutes. We're never gonna trust him in a full game, given the fact that we're in the nitty gritty of the season now. Unless we get past Villa and get like a lower league team in the FA Cup, that's where he might play. I don't see what relief he gives us unless he gives them one on the wing. You know what I mean? I just don't see it. Harmeet said, "Who do you think leaves the summer out of our star players? Bruno, Tonali, Gordon, Hall, Tino, I reckon. No, not all of them will leave. I think Tonali goes. I think Gordon goes. I think and maybe Tino.
Tino, yeah.
Yeah,
No smoke without fire, isn't it? If he ends
yeah.
up going to City, isn't it?
Um, KJ reckons that Barnes is going to be top scorer. Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
likely. It's likely.
Because he's developing a level of clinicalness this season. Yeah, yeah. He just Smokes said our best buy has been Malik Chow. I agree with that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
The sales to West Ham. Listen, apparently, has the sales refused to play for us again? Because that's what I heard today, that he's refused to play for us.
Really?
That's what
As
I heard.
club captain?
Yeah, I don't know how true that is, but you know what I mean. It's
What is that over fear of injury so that he can't leave or something like
maybe,
that? Or
maybe. Who knows? Who knows? The problem with Asula coming back is it's Asula.
yeah,
maybe.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I trust Asula more than Gordon. That's how bad Gordon's been. To be fair, that's
yeah.
how bad. You know what I mean? So um, leaves a lot to be desired. He's still alive. He must Dwight Lascelles. Yeah.
As AC would say, his face on the back of milk cartons, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting because they said that Lascelles meant to go in this window. I'm not sure who else is going to go this window, but I'm more concerned if who comes through the door. Yeah, and if we don't get anybody through the door, we're not serious. We are not. It either says that Hal's delusional, or the board have said to him, "You've got enough. Deal with it." Yeah, and which one do you think is more likely?
Yeah, I think on the basis they know he's going, they're not going to back him unless they're club signings. which means there's no guarantee of him playing them because they won't be his players that come in. So, and we're not in a position where we can waste the money. So,
And defensive issue. Remember, Dan Burns coming back. Yeah, and we
yeah,
know how much he loves Dan Burn. So that could be the reason why he doesn't strengthen in that area this window. So
we have to go with. I know we sold Cal Heffernan, but and obviously big up Ben Parkinson. I think he got a goal for Falkirk yesterday. Can't remember if did Falkirk actually beat Hearts, but that was big though for him to score in his debut. But yeah, we've got Pivas there and all them players. Just give him a go, man.
Chevelle said big up Chevelle said, at what other top club would the manager still be in there after similar form and results?
Great
None.
question.
Yeah, you say I'd say the performances because let's be honest, we've won 3 in the league. Yeah, we got through to the FA Cup. So the form isn't the worst thing in the world at the moment. It's the
How many
performances.
games? How many games we lost in the league? It's
No,
just
I
crazy.
hear it, but I'm talking about the form, the current form. The current form isn't bad. The
But it's
current form
against
isn't bad.
teams we should be beating, D man.
No, I
Do,
agree,
do you see
but
what I'm saying?
yeah, but we have been beating them. So I'm saying the
Where,
form.
yeah, but where is the standards?
No,
So
no, I
that's
get,
my
I
point.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but the actual form itself isn't bad at this current time. The form is not bad. Performances are subpar. You know what I mean? So I get that. I think going into the fixtures that we've got now, that's when I think you'll probably to question the form because I don't see where multiple wins are coming from, right? But again, to your point, Chevelle, it's true. To be fair, it would have been more plausible to sack him before this run of results, right? But also, it's what's saving him is the fact that we're 3 points off fourth place. Yeah, because I guarantee you, sack Cal tomorrow, there's got to be uproar, not just against some of the fan base, but the outside media who love Eddie Howe. Like, what are you doing? We're 3 points off fourth place. They're still in the Champions League, still in the FA Cup. It's lunacy. Who do Newcastle fans think they are? Blah 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 blah. Whatever. So there is some sort of thing to that. So I just don't think, you know, I don't think it would be the right time to sack him right now. Yeah, well, from a board's point of view, I just don't think it's the right time to sack him. But yeah, KJ, we really spoke that it's mainly defense, creative midfielder that we need, which we're not going to get creative midfielder because of who the manager is. But yeah, it's more likely that Eddie doesn't want any non-planned signings, in his opinion. Fair enough. Adna says Shah can be a star, but Howe just has no trust. Yeah. And what's the other guy's name that we've got? The young guy,
Sam Alabi.
that's it. Yeah, yeah. He obviously he's been tied for big things, but we're never going to see that. We're not going to see that. But listen, yeah, I agree. The reform is shocking. It's diabolical. Two away wins in an Eagle season? I think it is.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it's nothing really to shout home about. But yeah,
And we've got one clean sheet in the last 14 games.
that's
Obviously,
mad.
obviously we got another one today, so that's 2 in 15. But
That's mad. That's mad. But listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. I asked this question again. We're eighth now. Do you make? I forget it. Do you see us making top 5?
no,
Right. Okay. Neither do I. Neither
no.
do I.
I'm not gonna lie. I sort of was secretly thinking it like before, but nah. I think the reality is enough. We're just not consistent enough.
Yeah. It's. And the thing is, even for the most positive fan thinking, things will click eventually. Well, when is eventually going to come? Yeah, because the games are running out.
Season's
Right?
nearly done.
You know what I mean? So it's I don't see it. I don't see it happen. Listen, 53 people in there, yeah? Surely you guys slap the like button. Please hit the like button. Yeah?
Can be tight,
In
man.
it, man. What's the long? It takes what, a second? It takes a second to slap a like on it. Be much appreciated. We do appreciate every comment. We try to read out as much as possible. You've been doing it for a while now. Hope you're enjoying the content, stuff like that. But listen, we've dragged out an hour and 20 minutes
Yeah.
over this dross.
We,
Yeah.
we, were- we were gonna leave early, weren't we?
Listen, we could have done in half an hour. Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been fun, and thanks everyone for keeping us company as always.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
But listen, we will be back midweek to review the PSV game. I think we're recording on Thursday because we play on a Wednesday. I'm up in Newcastle. Hopefully, it's not a wasted journey. If you're up there at the game, let me know. You know, we can link up, say hello and that. But we're not doing this again. 30 likes and Demon will big up Jose. No, I won't. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not happening. It's not happening. Yeah. After last week, nah, not happening. Not happening.
Oh, that was gold. That was
But yeah, listen, for those still in the chat, slap a like on the way out. Be much appreciated. You know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hope you enjoyed the show.
You got the
And we'll
30
see-
likes, D-Man. You
Huh?
got the 30 likes.
Hold it.
You gotta tell us how much
No,
you
no,
love
no, no, no,
Jose,
no, no,
man.
no. I told you. Listen, I respect Jose. I respect him for achievements, but I have no shame in saying the guy's finished. Yeah, he's finished at that level. But anyway, that's for another game. But another day. But listen, we're out. Peace.
Peace.